approval of last month's.
I did print up a copy, but if you didn't read the copy I submitted to you guys, I figured, it's good to submit one right before the meeting instead of, I usually submit it right after. But,
I forget what
so,
they had,
I'm all,
but it looked good. I mean, I wasn't here, but
oh right, you can't approve. I mean, so Catherine, was Catherine? Yes, she was.
yeah, she was in the meeting, right?
So, Catherine, did you read the minutes?
No.
Do you want to read the minutes?
The quick you go through
And
them.
then you can make a motion to approve them,
Okay,
and I'll second it, and we'll pass them.
sorry about that.
We'll let it go this time. So that's what we are going to have to do. We go through a similar process. Did you see the agenda?
Yes.
Okay. So we got to go through that similar type of agenda, and then approve the minutes. I'm the secretary, Karen's the treasurer, Andrew's the chair. Look good?
Yep.
Make a motion
I
to
make a motion to accept the minutes.
as submitted, and I second, and we say yes.
It's your copy.
Thank you.
All right, next is welcoming you, Jody.
Thank
You
you.
already got sworn in, thank
Jody.
you, Leaf.
Hi.
And do you want to say anything about
Sure.
yourself?
I was raised in Grafton. I moved away for a while, came back, and was invited by friends of Grafton Library member to see if I could join as a trustee. Happy to help any way I can, figure out what's going on first, and then
Well, we really appreciate, because we know, time is crucial in everybody's lives these days, but, so we really appreciate you
Yeah,
coming on and
just let go of my
just fresh
job,
perspective
so-
from us too. Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I worked at the middle school in Hanover since 2002, and I'm done there now.
Are you looking
Middle
for another
school.
job?
No, no, I'm good. Yeah, I wrote a book.
May I
Oh,
take a
wow.
photo for our webpage
Of
of
Jody?
the whole group
No.
with that and introducing our new
Sure.
member?
Fit this way?
And
Okay.
what's your name, Jody? Jodi?
Yes.
And what's the last name?
IBEY.
Jody Ivy.
Yeah.
Were you related to the IBs that look like it?
No.
Okay. That's my
husband
husband's
doesn't
family.
think- Oh, no kidding. Yeah. No, my husband's IBs are the Enfield IBs. So they live right in the middle of town. It's kind of a spooky looking house now, but.
You mean right by James?
No, it's on Pillsbury, I think. Something.
Oh, Pillsbury Road. Okay, because I think there is a couple IBs, because that's where the IBs live, right next to James.
Yeah.
Frank's cousins.
There are a lot of them.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't met.
Pod, Marion, no.
No.
Okay.
Oh, Marion Bocash, yeah.
No,
No,
two different
the other, okay. Yeah, so
Must be two
Marion
different
Bocash
families.
IB was Dan's grandmother.
I'm assuming you go back far enough, you probably know
Actually, I think I mixed that up. No, but it was Bocash.
Okay.
They're all, most of them are in Pine
Oh, yeah.
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 Elmer was Dan's grandfather. Elmer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right. Yeah. Well, thank you for stepping up. And
Glad to be here.
most meetings are pretty dead.
Yeah. We've got our moments, but we like what they are now, Tame.
Tame sounds like a good start.
Yeah.
The next item was Juneteenth and just making it officially
Yeah.
a holiday. So I don't know. Do we have a list of holidays in our?
That's a good point. I think, do we
Not
have,
on Monday except for Christmas, like Thanksgiving Eve. We figured, that could be a shutdown, so I just do night.
I think there's July 4th isn't on a Monday. Veterans Day isn't on a Monday, I don't believe. I believe that comes on the actual day.
Well,
I
then
don't
why
think
don't
they
we draw up, I'll get Bill this.
Okay.
Are we talking state and federal holidays? Is there state holidays or just federal holidays?
I- Yeah. Is the town doing Juneteenth now? Is that not?
No, the town didn't do
Canaan
it.
shut down the town
Canaan
offices,
did.
the transfer station, the library chose to be open, I think. Their phone system's been out of order, but somebody told me they did open.
Okay, yeah, let's clarify that list of
Yeah.
holidays.
But at this point, because you brought it up and we weren't really aware of it, I mean, you shut down the library for half a day, but yeah, you should put in for the pay for that.
Um,
And actually, I worked almost till 1:30 because people were here.
It's you, Sandy, director's report.
Not really too much to report. Things are going very well. I'm just getting over a 2-week bout of bronchitis, so I haven't done a lot, but excuse me. Monday we'll be doing our building birdhouses.
Monday?
Yep, Monday, the June 24th at the town hall. We'll be building and painting birdhouse, providing snacks. This was generously sponsored by the Friends of Grafton Library, who supplied all the funding for the materials. We have like 36 birdhouse kits and paints, and so it really should be a fun time. So I'm hoping people will come and have a good time. So that'll be
I
Monday.
didn't see anything on Facebook. Is it on Facebook?
Yes, it has been, but there's
Okay.
been so much put on Facebook, it can get lost.
Yeah, yeah. I know.
But in any event, programming has gone well this year.
And then, do you know the staff of the library, Jody? Should we,
Pardon?
do you want to introduce the staff or do you know?
I actually know
Okay.
these three from my childhood, but yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, it's Sandy, and then our other staff member is Robin Feld.
I
And
don't
she
think
lives
I've
up
met her.
on,
Oh,
Middle
just stop in
Hill.
on Saturday, or will you
Stop
be
in
able
on
to come to
Saturday?
our birdhouse thing, or are you?
Yeah, I'll bring my daughter. Sounds great.
Excellent.
What time is that at the town hall?
9 a.m. But if somebody breezes in at 9:30, there's gonna be snacks, and it's just gonna be a goofy day, and whichever way the
I
wind
think
blows. We
she
like
might be
goofiness.
at her dad's house that weekend, but I'll show up anyway.
Oh, that'd be great, Jody.
So Sandy, what about, have you, started keeping the stats?
No, but Karen Johnson did slap my wrist and told me this is the report I should be putting in, so I'll work on that. Like I
Okay.
said, I've been
Really good. I know.
out of commission for 2 weeks with acute bronchitis, and last thing I
Well,
could do was
when we go
that.
to that budget committee, we're gonna really need those type of stats.
Yes, the budget committee, sure.
Yeah. Well, I like to, make sure we're getting them. Because in the past, they used to give them to us every month. They used to give them to us in a little.
So those stats include the amount of circulation of the books, the amount of like online e-books that we have downloaded, which is usually
This is what I have
common.
been doing.
Okay.
Visits, patron visits. We used to track internet usage too. I don't know if we're doing that anymore.
Overdrive the ebooks.
Yeah.
Yes. In fact, I'm reading one right now that just came out. The Vasco Wilds.
And then the amount of books that we provide other libraries that requested through interlibrary loan, and the number of books
Oh, okay.
that Grafton has requested
Yeah.
through interlibrary. So,
I'd like to just add that regarding the library atmosphere, the Wednesday before the townwide yard sale, this place was so full of people, and I just felt that fun atmosphere that used to be here. And I feel like I appreciate Sandy's willingness to make it a community place to be, you know what I mean? Just a real place that everybody
Well,
feels
thank you.
they can have fun and also get some information or read a book or something like that. It was just so fun because everybody was everywhere and it was packed. It was great. Oh, I did want to say something about the select.
Under the directors report?
Well, is there another place to put it?
Let's do that.
I just didn't want to.
Yeah, I'd like to just also say that I appreciate that the select board and the trustees could finally work out some of the issues we've been having, and I hope that in the future we can work with a professional and courteous, both sides of the fence.
So, another kind of update so New Hampshire has very kind of autonomous library trustee boards. So the library trustee pretty much controls the staff and the building and anything that happens within the library and real estate related there too. So the trustees hire the library director without any kind of say of the select board. It's not out of the question to have them sit on like an interview panel if we ever had to. And then the library director hires the library staff, sometimes with input from the trustees, but ultimately it's the director's job. So that includes like the hourly wage, the vacations, like package, all that stuff is up to the library trustees.
Yeah.
Which has been, so it's been discussed between the select board and the trustees recently, what exactly those roles.
Okay. Been clarified.
And clarify.
Okay, treasurer report, Catherine?
You're up, girl.
Well, I'm just going to give you what Karen has given me because I'm
Yeah.
not up to date with it. So I'm just going to, we've all got the copy of, yes, there's a copy.
Yeah.
There were no monetary donations that we know of. The library, same, Tiny Cat software.
Yeah, tiny
The
cat.
annual fee has been paid with $360.
Oh, good.
The PO Box annual fee has been paid $72.
The what? Oh, the PO box.
Sorry, I should have said postal.
No, PO is fine.
New Hampshire Library Trustees Association annual fee has been paid, $30. Town has recently reimbursed $159.94 for media, that is $57.24 for supplies, $120 for librarians in the Upper Valley annual fee, and a total of $337.80 deposited into the trustees' checking account a couple of weeks later. And $300 of this money was transferred to the directors. Now she's written Karen and then she's crossed it out and said I, so I think I, Karen. I think we should pay the Park Street Foundation downloadable books soon. Though technically they can be paid any time this year, but they would appreciate payment sooner rather than later. This is $475 for the year.
That was $475.
$475.
So that's under subscriptions.
So the next one is
I thought we would pay that after we get reimbursed by the town for library, charity cat, post office book rental, which we've got. And my attendance at the New Hampshire Library Trustee Association Spring Conference, which I will tell you about briefly at June's meeting, because it'll be chiefly at July's meeting. This reimbursement total is $507, and the reimbursement request was submitted on June 17th. I also expect to submit a reimbursement request this month for lots of media. There's still no bill from JBC Septic.
Yeah, and I actually talked to Sarah about that. She said the town hasn't received one, right, Lee?
No, we received one for the rec field, but not the library.
Oh, he did submit one from the rec field?
Not for here.
Not for here? Should we contact them, him? I think we should.
Sure.
I think we should.
based on,
I'll give him a call tonight,
Yeah.
actually. In fact, I think I got his number in my head for some reason. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. It's crazy.
the porta potty is a very,
That's a
consuming topic,
Yeah.
for library trustees.
Anyway, if she doesn't hear, she's planning to call on July 1st to see where to go.
Okay.
Interest for all accounts for the month of May is $123.11. And Karen will have redone the quarterly report, first quarterly report, which will include the missing full
He's up.
teaser account information and the second quarterly report at the July meeting.
Good.
Then she says, look at and approve Sandy's purchases.
Oh, yeah. Do you have any purchases that that we have to approve or anything?
I gave my whole list to Karen just the other day.
Anything that was bank failed to include in the statement.
Okay.
Okay? I've done my job.
You've done an extraordinary nice job, too.
I mean, if we're at over $100 a month for interest, our gross basis will be easily
Yeah,
met.
yeah, that's nice. That's real nice.
Which is to say, out of our budget, so what we provide to the town for the budget is not entirely what we take for taxes, so every year our gross basis or money that we,
say we'll
Say-
take out of our funds because the town has to vote on that, even though it's not coming from the town or taxes, but if it's spent. But if something comes in during the year, we can spend it, but don't ask me how we work that into the budget. Like if somebody came in and gave us $200, we could go out and buy something to the library. But I don't know, I guess we'd have to just put on the anticipated funds,
Anticipated
you know,
funds.
to offset it, you know what I mean?
so our gross basis is normally around $1,000 a year, which is interest we get from our trustee accounts.
Hopefully.
We hold some of our own trustee accounts, and then the town holds some library trustee accounts. And so once a year, we ask the trustees of the trust funds to cut us a check for a portion of
For the interest.
purchase. Yeah,
For the income,
yeah.
for the income,
We're all wearing so many hats here. Yes, we do.
yeah, I know.
Right.
Yeah, we do.
Trustees of the
We're
trust
on the
funds.
trustees of the trust fund. So, yeah, so, and then we have a checking account for the trustees, and the library director has a checking account, so she can, you know, expend for supplies and books or whatever, media.
It's a
And-
checking account with no checkbook, it's just a debit card we use when I order from Amazon.
Right.
Stuff, I have this stuff.
Yeah, and then we have a couple savings accounts, right?
Yeah.
We have a couple savings accounts, and then that we've been putting in
CDs.
CDs to make more interest. But the trust funds that what are they called, trust funds? Yeah, the trust funds, the ones we hold here, we can't spend the principal amount over the interest.
And some of those are restricted to children's books and activities.
Yeah.
Some of those are restricted to library improvements.
One is, I think, Burnham, I think is books,
Books, yeah. So,
and that's the largest one we have, which I think its base principal was $17,250.
not huge amounts,
Yeah.
but
No,
Some.
but
anything else budget that we should be, our library budget's around $20,000 a year. The vast majority of that, the majority of that is staffing,
Yeah.
and utilities.
yeah, wages is always the largest part of any budget, really. Sandy, did Karen? Oh, so Karen hasn't submitted the pay sheets.
Well, it's not the 30th yet.
Right, so this time she can include Robin's 6 hours that,
She's already,
Oh, that already
Sarah's
happened?
already taken care of it.
Oh, okay.
Her last check as soon as the selectmen and you guys or whatever figure out how that goes.
So-
Sarah, I believe Robin said it's already been taken care of
The snow day?
immediately.
Huh?
The snow day?
Yeah.
That's already, that's already done.
Oh, okay. This was the
And-
first meeting since we've had
Yeah.
that.
And Robin
Yeah,
thanks
next
everybody for
Monday.
getting that straight to go.
Okay, great, thank you.
My only other budget thought is that, in talking to a few other towns, not necessarily about this, but it came up, other towns just have the, the town treasurer cut the check for the library budget, like on day one after the,
I know.
and then the library trustees just spend it down instead of the con. So is that a town?
Yeah,
or is
that's,
this just the way
that,
it's always been done? How?
well,
we get-
it went back and forth.
Okay.
Since I've been involved with the library, it used to be that the library trustees paid all the bills and then just put in for reimbursement. Now, we do it a couple ways. We pay it and put in for reimbursement, or we ask the town to pay it. And I will say, that it really is nice to get this
Oh yeah. It's
monthly
huge.
form.
Yeah.
So if we don't do it like that, we would not get this.
Well, that's what I mean. So we've had this system works for Sarah. Is what.
Right.
It's not frustrating for her.
No, because in some of the bills, we don't get. Consolidated, the phone companies, the electric, that type of thing, the heat.
Do you
That's
have a balance sheet there tonight?
Huh?
Do you have a balance sheet for everything?
Yeah.
Oh, I usually get a copy, but not right now, don't bother.
Oh, you can have my copy.
Thank you.
So, but is it worse for the things that we pay directly, like the media, professional? So like just the media, for example, is it worth saying, just cut us the check for that,
1,200
Yeah.
or whatever.
or it doesn't matter?
I think it's fine the way it is, actually. I don't know if anybody else. I mean, there is some wiggle room if we decided to change, but at this point, I feel like it's working, and Karen seems to have a good handle on it. So I think,
Okay, that sounds.
I say
If it
status
works,
quo,
it
but-
works. Great. Do I have a motion to approve the treasurer's report?
we don't
We
have
don't.
to prove
I
that.
thought it was just the expenses and donations we decided not to.
No, it was the donations. Expenses, well, something, we could make a motion to allow the treasurer to expend all the funds budgeted for the director's expenses, the media and supplies. I mean, what we budgeted for that, anything that's over and above or is not in that category, they'd have to come to the board for approval. So, shall I make that motion?
Good.
All right, I make a motion that we allow the trustee treasurer expend the funds for the director's expenses of media and supplies. And should we throw in subscriptions?
Yep.
And subscriptions, because that's a library, book media expense. As long as it stays in the constraints of the budgeted amount that we put in.
You writing that down?
No, forgot to write it down.
I'll second it.
All in favor? Aye.
Okay.
I didn't
You need some time.
write it.
We've got it on camera so you can watch the video.
Will.
Okay. Great. Committee updates are next. So this is when we have Friends of the Grafton Library or other committees report. I guess maybe the Fogel rep Deb. So review of the humanities.
Sounds it to me. I don't.
What's the category you're at now?
So we're gonna review just to brief the humanities presentation, the Memorial Day barbecue.
Okay, after you get through with that, I just wanted to touch bases with you on another thing, go ahead.
Okay, and then the July book sale. So, I couldn't make the humanities presentation, so
Okay. All right, I will let you know how it went. Hold on 1 second. The humanities program was excellent. It was attended from people out of town and in town. I think there was about 17 people there. I'd like to have seen it more because this guy that did it, Dr. Goodby, is world class. You know what I mean? Archaeologist, and very fascinating. Kept people very interested. A lot of question and answers. It was just I think the best program. Well, one of the best programs for New Hampshire Humanities for sure. I'm glad that he's decided to do that because I don't think all his programs went through New Hampshire Humanities program before, all the programs, but he joined that tribe, which I'm glad he did. The barbecue town-wide yard sale, we didn't make quite as much as we made in prior years, but we felt it was very, it was very successful. It was a beautiful day. I mean, it was probably the most perfect day we've had for that type of thing, and that could mean why people didn't, they did other things, So yeah, that went really well. What else? Is there another thing on there?
We'll talk about the July book sale. I do wonder for the
yeah.
New Hampshire Humanities. I mean, is it a timing thing? Do we need to encourage friends to hold it at another time? Is it just is
Well,
it an advertising
we made
thing?
that a library program, and we got it up on the board, sponsored by the Fogle, so we could get it on, we could get it on the board. Even though I wish the town would let any entity in town put some on board, for the benefit of the community, on the sign, on the town sign.
What's
For
the
the ba-
problem?
Huh?
What's the problem?
No, it's just that only town entities can put things up on the sign.
Yeah, it's a town park.
No, but I think Ladies Benevolent Society, Fogle, and all of them should be able to do it as well. But or Fire Auxiliary or anything, baked bean and ham supper by the Fire Auxiliary. I think they all should be able to be put on the sign for the benefit of communication within the community. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Yeah, it's tough. Communication's always been a problem. I don't know
Yeah.
how to fix that. I mean, with social media, we've done a lot better than we used to.
Yeah, I don't.
So there's a lot happening now. Seems like everywhere. Everybody's having so. You're reading the paper, or there's just so much stuff going on. You're like, yeah, I can't do that. So it's tough.
And then the book sale. So, are we all set to? I mean, I haven't heard anything about moving all the books, setting up.
Yeah.
So let's
Okay, so
figure
we've
that out.
discussed it with Sandy. The staff does not want to run the book sale this year, but they have agreed to organize them and get it ready for that night. I don't think we'll have quite as many books. I think they're going to spend a day reading prior to that. And Fogle is going to run that book sale during the typical the Independence Day celebration. We're going to probably meet here at 4 o'clock the Friday prior to that. What's the date of the?
It's the 6th.
So on the 5th, we'll probably meet here at 4 o'clock to load the trailer. I already have a trailer.
Okay, because I was gonna say I work Friday, so I would have to drop it off in the morning.
Yeah, no, I actually have Mike's trailer. I had it from the barbecue,
Okay.
so I just asked him if I could keep it because it holds. It's a table for us too. You know what I mean? So, but thank you. That was a big help last year. And then I think we found a place that'll take the books too. So it should be.
The front porch of Luke.
Huh?
The front porch of Luke's house.
No,
Okay.
no. He didn't respond to us last year, so I'm assuming. I think somebody broke into his house.
Didn't take the books?
Well, they must have said, oh, there's gotta be something in there.
Is it the guy named Danbury?
Yeah.
The yellow house.
Yeah, they broke in, took all the tools,
Oh, we had tools
because
in
they're
there.
working on inside the house, they took everything.
Oh,
Where's this,
Right across from Ford Road in Danbury, that yellow, white.
oh, you mean
Multicolored house.
Andrew's house? Stewart's?
Luke,
Luke Stewart's place?
yeah.
Someone broke in, stole all the tools out of it.
He lives on Orange Pond Road,
Does he?
but he's got a house there.
Yeah. I think
Danbury's
that's
been
more like
getting
it.
hit with a lot of
Yeah, I saw
Car
something on
break-in.
Facebook, yeah. People-
stuff, just not good ones.
Yeah, I know, they didn't take the books off the porch, that's for sure.
I
I don't know,
just,
Commissioner Leonard.
I just wanted to add about other departments and stuff that, the Historical Society did a wonderful job displaying all of those at their art show, and people really enjoyed seeing them. They portrayed, they used some of Robin's stuff, and Robin actually sold a few pieces.
Oh, nice.
And so I just appreciate the Historical Commission displaying our art and, you know,
Is that historical or LBS?
oh, that's historical.
Historical.
So, just wanted to put that out.
Okay, great. Well, Flo will be sending out an email to sign up for slots on the 6th.
We don't sign up for slots.
Just show up whenever.
What are you talking about?
For the book sale. Who's manning the book sale?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. We haven't talked about that, I guess. I'm assuming, we usually all hang out there for the day. And it's usually from, like, well, we get there, a couple of us get there at 7 to set it up. And I'm usually there for the day. Hardcore. And then then we usually start, we close up at like usually 2:30. So it's not like big long thing. You know, we watch the parade, everybody sits under the thing and, you know, we yak and have cookies and lemonade and then world famous onion rings from Al's Fries.
Alright, well I will, I guess I'll wait for email. I'll try to show up at some point.
You mean during the day, during the sale?
I don't, yeah, I mean, I'll be in Concord until 5, so I won't be here for,
Sounds
on
like you won't
Friday I
be
won't be
there.
here to help.
Oh, you
No,
won't
Friday
be
I
there.
won't be here to help.
Oh, okay. Well, anybody that wants to help Friday at 4, we'd appreciate it.
Unless you move it to 6, and then I can do it, but I think it's a little
Well,
later.
we'll see what we got, and maybe if we gotta do something later on, yeah, this week. I think we'll be all right because, like I said, there's not a ton of us.
All right. The last thing is other business. Are we missing something?
No, we usually have that on there.
Summer's a little slower.
I don't think I have anything for other business. I usually have something to say, but I can't think of any. Well, I will say that the library garden needs some attention, and I'll be getting a few phone people to see if we can
Okay.
better it up a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, and I realized that the
Forget about it. Is that you talking about the
ceiling. Yeah. Okay.
when you get to it?
Okay.
Sorry.
That's it. Then that's it. We get a 40-minute meeting.
I like it.
Not even.
Oh, wait a minute.
30.
You got any questions for the audience? Public comment?
To the only current alternate, or is there someone else?
So these two
Catherine
are
and
all.
Jody are both alternates.
Oh, okay.
The next meeting will be, Sandra, what's the third Thursday in July?
It's on the agenda.
The
It is
18th.
18th.
July 18th at 6 o'clock. Any questions?
Not at this time.
All right,
I'll
cool.
let you know if I come up with any.
All righty.
Great.
Adjourn?
Shut it down.
A motion to adjourn? Approve?
I'll entertain that motion.
Beautiful.
All right.
All in favor?
Bye.
Okay, thank you, Jake, Leaf, Sandy for coming, and Jody,
Thanks for bringing me on board.
and for filling in.
And I
Thank you.
put Friday the 5th at 4 in my
Nice!
Not a guarantee, but it's in
No,
there.
no, that's good. I will tell you that as an alternate, unless like tonight, Karen is missing,
Yeah.
so Catherine gets a vote.
Oh, right,
If we're all here, you don't get a vote.
right.
You know what I mean, unless you're taking somebody's place, so
Gotcha.
I think at some point, we all start showing up to run the show.
Do my best.
No, it takes a while to get to know the people.
What's next?
Yeah, and hopefully my book will be on the
You
shelf.
seem
I
like
guess
an
we're
oracle.
going to my best comes.
So where in town do you live?
Over by Cookie Ponds,
Okay.
Denton Lane, so.
Okay.
Over
She
by
said
Cookie
Dalton's great.
Ponds. Yeah. Nikki Bates' sister. Matt Bates'.
Yeah, that's all he's going to tell you.
Matt Bates was
Oh, that's
your
a
brother.
bit-
Yeah,
Right.
Very,
Sue and Jeff. were-
very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
I
one
really
big,
don't.
Oh, they're both, yeah, see you later.
I'll just bring him here, we'll leave him here if you want.
Oh, they live in Maine?
Here, we'll just let him like down there or something, they're in a notebook.
Are both your parents pastoral?
No, just this area.
No, my mother passed
Well, I
away.
did a lot of hiking
My
on
father
Cape
is-
Coral, so I got those,
Oh,
mostly
yeah,
my
yeah.
dad hiking,
One of those.
exploring,
Yeah.
bushwhack.
Yeah.
And I got
That's great,
a
I'm
few
glad
out
you,
from Vermont, but no,
So you
definitely
live in,
this area though.
like, Edsel Cove?
No, so my
Believe
cousin is
in this,
my great-grandson.
I love